Hello, beautiful soul. I want to jump on here today to talk to you about stories and beliefs and how these unconscious programs are really getting in the way of us living our lives, and it could be holding us back. This is a big topic that we cover in my program, The Shift, and it's actually something that came up for me in my life just recently. So I really wanted to share this example so you can see how it works. So if you've been following me for a while, you might know that I live in Japan, and I live here because I own a hotel with my husband, which we run in the winter season. We are now in the process of renovating the second part of that hotel. So my role in that is really just clearing out all the stuff that gets demolished. So that's meant, lots of lifting heavy things, filling a truck full of wood, driving it up to a fire pit, helping to burn the wood. No problem, I can do all this heavy lifting. I've enjoyed that, so it helped me get fit. But then the other day, I was asked to fill the truck with wood and drive it down to the recycling centre and then unload it there to be burned off in the incinerator. And now, what really got me was that when I was given this task, I had this moment of like, oh my God, I've got to go on my own. Like, how am I going to do that? And the story that came up with this feeling was, I don't know if I can do this because I'm a girl. And I that really ticked me off. It really ticked me off to hear in the back of my mind a story and a doubt pop up because I'm a girl. Now, I think it pissed me off because I feel that I'm, very proud of being independent. I think I'm quite strong. I'm not shy of putting my hand up for some hard work and obviously lifting lots of heavy wood and doing the dirty work here. So I thought to myself, if I live my life that way and I really value those things and I enjoy being strong, independent and, carrying bags of wood from time to time, why am I feeling all of a sudden like this is a difficult thing to do? And what it was is this particular story that this is not something that a girl should do. This is a man's job. And because you're a girl going to this place predominantly male where most men go to, unload piles and piles of garbage and wood, this is going to be difficult for you. So it got me thinking, where did this come from? Because this is not a belief I personally hold about myself. And this is where I want you to start to understand that you currently have stories and beliefs that are running kind of like in the background. This really even felt like it came from behind me, that are kind of like roadblocks, I guess, getting in your way of your own success, getting in your way of you taking action, getting in your way of having the things you want, because there's this pre-programmed story that either you don't deserve it, you can't achieve it, it's not actually something that you should be doing. So we're kind of like blindly being led by something that actually maybe isn't even true for us. So if I definitely stop to think about, is it true that I can't do this because I'm a woman? That's like a hell no. So I really want to bring this up because our beliefs come from, most of the time, our upbringing can come from whatever religion we were raised in, maybe from our race, the community we were brought up in. It could be just that town mentality, it could be, the country we were brought up in. So much of what you already believe about your life, about the world, about other people, about yourself, is something that you learned from what you saw or experienced as you were growing up. And so much of what's in our minds, we don't question it. And until something like this comes up and you're like, wait a second, this feels like a conflict here of I think I'm independent, but all of a sudden I'm having this story that you can't do this. So that was where it really hit home for me. I was like, where does this come from? So I really want to invite you this week to start to notice any stories and limiting beliefs that you have running in the background. So those unconscious programs. And where you're going to look for that is every time you go to maybe take a step forward or take some kind of action or follow what feels like a right decision for you, or even to try something new. where all of a sudden you get this feeling maybe of a fear or this kind of reaction within you of like, oh, I don't know if I can do that, or I don't think that I'm worthy of that, or I don't think I deserve that, or that's just not for me. Like, people like me don't get things like that, or whatever kind of story is playing. Check in with that. Just notice, okay, there's something here stopping me from doing something. Really, here's a moment of power for you to really own and work with what is getting in your way of you living a more expansive life, living a life that feels more like you, actually having the things that you want. So this is why it's important. So when you notice any area that you feel like you've gotten stalled, I want you to stop to see what is the belief here, or what might the story be that's coming up with whatever reaction I'm having here that's really stopping me in my tracks, or telling me this is going to be hard, or this is difficult, or something like that. And see if you can really pinpoint the actual story, like, you know, this is going to be hard because you're a girl. And once you've noticed what that story is, I want you to ask yourself, is this true? Is this true at all in general? That, you know, me driving a truck down to a recycling centre is going to be difficult because I'm a girl? And I'm going to say, no, that is not true in general. Is this belief story true for me? Hell no. In the moment, yes, I felt all of a sudden nervous and could I do this? And that just annoyed me even more, and really drove me to be like, go down there, handle this, don't take any help from anyone. If you're a bit slower than a man would be unloading a truck of wood, then so be it, you are a girl. But go down there and do it. So was it true for me? No. If it's not true for me, what am I going to start to see is true for me? Because this is a really important part about these stories we have. If this program's been playing all the time, when it comes up again, what am I going to choose to believe instead? Because we need to create this new belief so that this is not something that continues to stop us. So in that moment, my belief is that, you know, of course it is, I can do this. I am capable, I am strong, and I'm going to give myself the allowance that I do not have to keep up with the man's pace. If it takes me twice as long to unload this truck, it will. The truth is, for me, and my new belief and my new story is that I am strong and I am capable and that I can do difficult things. Then I want you to think the third piece here is we really want to start to create a new confidence and really affirm this new belief that we want to create, and that means you have to take action. Fortunately for me, the other day I was in the process of driving down to this recycling centre. I had to go down 3 times, so I had 3 attempts that day to prove to myself and show myself and reiterate to my own brain this new belief, and even witness myself in action, taking this opposite action to this story that here I am. I did it 3 times. Each time it got easier because I knew the process, and I'm also much stronger now because I've lifted 3 big heavy loads of wood. So by the 3rd time I was just slinging it out, you know, with one hand. Not really, but you know what I mean. So first thing, notice, where are you feeling like you're being stalled by a belief or a story? 2, question it. Is this true for me? Where did this come from? Noticing whose belief this is. And is that even my belief? Question this belief. You do not have to believe this stuff blindly. And then 3, what action can you take to reaffirm a new belief that you're going to put in place of this old story? And when it comes to questioning beliefs, I really want to expand on this just to leave you with this last piece. Is this year, 2020, has been what I feel like, you know, explosive could be a word, in many different areas of our lives. So much of what we've seen on the TV, so much of what's been in the media is really being a great example for us of where we should begin to question. Do not blindly believe everything you see and you hear. Start to be more aware. Start to be more discerning. This is a practice you can then use with your own beliefs. Are these even mine? Are these things that I've just been programmed and shown consciously or continuously that I have bought into and said, okay, well, that means that I can't do that, or because I'm a woman I should look like this, or because I'm a woman I should, be married by whatever age, or I should have children, or I should do this and I should do that. Like, that's programming. That is unconscious programming. You don't have to believe all of that stuff. You can do whatever feels right and true for you. So question everything. It's a beautiful practice. It's an empowering practice. And you start to literally melt is the word that wants to come to mind here. Melt away little roadblocks that stand in front of you right now that are actually totally made up roadblocks of why you can't do something, why you can't have something, why you don't deserve X, Y, and Z. Maybe that's love, a partner, whatever, money, career. There's so many made up stories in there that are literally just false barriers in front of you. Really beginning to be self-aware, catching these, questioning them, and then taking some other affirmative action to prove these beliefs are wrong is going to be an invaluable tool for you. So if you enjoyed this video, I would love a thumbs up or comment below. If you want to learn more about this, the shift is now open for a last round this year. You can sign up until Friday the 30th, I think, or the 29th, whatever next Friday is, and we begin on Sunday the 1st of November. This is an amazing 6-week program, a group coaching program that is designed to help you stop negative thoughts and fears ruling your life, being the primary experience of your life in your mind, and helping you clear that away so that you can hear yourself and you can follow the decisions and the choices that are right for you. And we're literally going to help melt roadblocks like fear, limitations, limiting beliefs, those stories, so much more. And you're going to really open up to hear your own wisdom, your own guidance, find confidence, feel confidence, and be able to really enjoy your life in a whole new way, no matter what the world looks like. This is a really important work that we're doing internally, which allows us to really handle anything that life throws at us. And as we've seen from 2020, it can throw anything at us. So if you would like to join that or would like to learn more, you can head to my website, katemcgee.com/the shift. Enrollment's open till next Friday. We would love to have you join us. There are 7 spots left. And you can end 2020 in the right frame of mind, ready to start 2021, ready for the aliens to land. So if you'd like to join, I'd love to have you. Thank you so much for watching.